Hi, hello everyone. This is Shanmugaraj. Welcome to my channel. One of the aims of this channel is to build a global knowledge sharing platform in the domains of leadership, agile, and project management. You can join me and help me with that either by subscribing to this channel or sharing my videos to our friends. Right? So, having said that, let us get into today's topic. Currently, we are discussing some of the ideas from MIT Sloan School of Management. Today's topic is how to use data to your advantage in 2024, right? There are some new ideas from MIT Sloan. This particular article has been published in the last week, January 2nd, 2024, right? So this is going to be the first article we're going to discuss in this new year. Why it matters: using the data to build better products and improve job satisfaction builds competitive advantage. Creating data connectors can help. New insights from MIT Sloan Management Review offer guidance for using data in the coming year. Read on to learn how assessing employee reviews can influence positive change using shared terminology can drive informed conversations about monetizing data and creating roles and processes for evaluating data's role in the organization can ensure that data is used in meaningful and ethical ways. Right? The first idea is assess employee reviews and prioritize what drives satisfaction. Healthcare is facing a staffing crisis with job dissatisfaction and burnout poised to leave the industry with a shortfall of 450,000 nurses in just 2 years. In response, many organizations have sought to address the issue with higher salaries, more on the job perks, and an emphasis on nursing's mission driven work. Truly solving the nursing crisis, though, requires an understanding of what causes dissatisfaction and burnout in the first place. MIT research analyzed more than 150,000 Glassdoor reviews written by nurses since the beginning of the pandemic. They found toxic culture and lack of support from leadership to be more protective of dissatisfaction than compensation or workload. The next step is using this data to identify areas of improvement and prioritize which actions to take. There is a recommendation from nursing staffing agencies which earned many more positive reviews than hospitals and healthcare system. Here the data showed that travel nurses employed by staffing agencies benefited from a safe space to provide feedback, quick responses to compliance, transparent decision making, and flexibility in scheduling. It's imperative that organizations act consistently on these type of insights. Leading healthcare organizations must identify problems within individual business units, test solutions using evidence-based methods, and implement them more broadly if they are deemed a success. The second idea is improve conversations about monetizing data. For many business leaders, discussions around whether to generate value from data descent into a debate about terminology and reach an impasse. In the new book, Data is Everybody's Business, MIT Center for Information Systems research team offered two frameworks for understanding the data products and going beyond talking about monetizing data to actually doing it. The first framework identifies three approaches to monetizing data, right? The one is improve work tasks by cutting cost and increasing efficiency, create new wraparound products or services for existing products, sell data assets that have tangible value to customers. So this is the first framework, three approaches from that. The second framework explains the three stages of creating value. Put data into someone's hands, offer insights, provide recommendation which could include automatically completing tasks, right? So key to the process is periodically reviewing data monetization strategy in the context of these frameworks. If an organization focus heavily on process improvement or data products, then it might be a time to evolve further. On the other hand, if certain types of initiatives are blocked, such as say wraparound products that provide recommendation, so then it's worth exploring what needs to happen to enable these opportunities. The third idea is bridge gaps between data science and operations. Efforts to apply data and analytics to business operations and decision making often hit a roadblock. Line managers want predictability and control, while data scientists tend to provoke disruption. These conflicts are not trivial and they threaten an organization's ability to deploy useful data science models. As a remedy to bridge the gap between the data and business departments, we need to ensure that the data connector fulfills a strategic role and is not simply solving one tactical problem after another. Organizations should approach this role, right, the data connector role, in a disciplined way, and MIT recommends three steps that we're going to see in the next slide. The three steps are: number one is define the project process and the people involved. Recognize that each phase of that project, framing the problem, preparing the data, developing the data model, deploying the model, and so on, will require contributions from different parts of the business. The second step is evaluate the connector's role. This often involves a mix of framing the problem in data science terms, translating between business and technical teams, ensuring the data quality and tracking progress. Number three, clarify the role of connectors. While this is a straightforward for individual projects, clarity and context help data science teams define their responsibilities and establish their value for entire organizations. The fourth idea is ensure ethical and effective use of artificial intelligence. Though nearly 75% of senior executives believe that ethical guidelines for using AI are important, only 6% of organizations have developed them. In large part, this is because they don't have enough AI projects, processes, or systems in place to gauge whether they have met their standards for AI ethics. Let us try to look at the evolution of AI ethics at Unilever. The company began its AI ethics work by establishing simple policies. A human should make any decision that will significantly impact an individual. An Unilever employee must be accountable for any decision that AI model generates and so on. Leaders quickly learned that policies alone were not enough and subsequently took two important steps. One was creating a compliance assessment process for each AI system, including those developed by external partners. The other was assessing the effectiveness as well as the ethics, given that using an ineffective AI model carries significant risk as well. Now, AI products are rated for a risk on a red, yellow, and green scale at three stages: initial triage, further analysis, and final mitigation. Based on this scale, a red product should not be deployed at all. A yellow product comes with acceptable risk and can be used, but the business owner is responsible for the product and its outputs. With this, we come to the conclusion of this video. Hope you guys got four relevant ideas how to use those data ideas for your competitive advantage in your business or your organization, right? So we talked about employee reviews and use the data for job satisfaction, right? We talked about the example of nursing, right? And you can use the data connectors role to bridge data scientists and business users. You can improve the conversation, initiate a conversation on monetizing, meaningful monetization of data. And finally, you have to use AI ethics and compliance and assessment framework the way it happened for Unilever, right? I hope you guys like this kind of videos that helps you to become a better leader to get to an organization in better digital way, right? So with that, I'm signing off. See you in next video.